Good evening. I'd like to call this November 7th, 2023 Radford City School Board meeting to order. Can I please have a moment of silence? All who care to join me, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Swing, would you like to lead us tonight?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. Has everyone gotten a chance to look at the agenda?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I move that we approve the agenda.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Recognitions.
We're very pleased tonight to have the Partners in Excellence donation announcement, and we have Mr. Cox here, I believe, to lead us and start us in this conversation. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. So good evening. Thank you. My name is Steve Cox. I'm the Partners for Excellence Chairman. And tonight, the Partners Foundation Board of Directors and I, most of which are here to present two gifts to the Radford City School Division for two capital projects that the school division is undertaking. These projects, obviously, as you know, are the renovation of the high school gymnasium locker rooms and the renovation of the science classrooms and laboratory spaces. So of these gifts tonight, I'd like to introduce each one and present each one separately. The first for the locker rooms. This represents multiple years of dedicated fundraising for the foundation. It was a lot of work. Many thanks to the very generous community members that have come forward to donate to this. Many loyal Bobcats from multiple decades had donated to enable the Partners Foundation to achieve this goal. We will be placing a plaque, a donor's plaque, in the gymnasium recognizing all of these donors regardless of the amount when the renovations are complete. I want to say a special thank you to a couple of individuals. The late George Harvey Sr., his son Brad, obviously, I don't know if Brad's here yet, but Brad is on our board of directors. But Mr. Harvey first inspired the Partners for Excellence board of directors to commit to this effort, and he donated to it as well significantly. Ms. Lee Slusher for her efforts to pursue these donations and funding sources from multiple different sources. So at this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Denny, Ms. Long, and Mr. Keister if you could come up here and to come forward. And any of the board members that would like to come up here into the picture with us, I'd like to. That would be great. So for the renovation of the gymnasium locker rooms at the Radford High School of the Partners for Excellence Foundation. Would like to present to the school division a check for $130,000.
Whoa, that's excellent.
That's Steve, you want to do that?
It's for science.
That is a live check, so. So thank you. The second gift tonight is for the renovation of the science classrooms and laboratories. In keeping with the Partners for Excellence desire to balance academics and athletics, The second gift is in support of the science and laboratory spaces. Again, a huge thank you for a very generous community for the rapid fundraising. As you know, this effort came toward the end of the fiscal year last year. And so this was a very rapid fundraising effort. We had one particular family who came forward who wishes to remain anonymous, who donated a large portion of this amount. So tonight, the Partners for Excellence Foundation wishes to donate $75,000 to the science laboratories. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks. So I think we're all done. So thank you. Well, we've got. We do have just one quick other announcement. We have a family that's come forward as well that stated that they would be glad to donate funds for any supplies for the science laboratories, microscopes, things of that nature. So I think Mr. Keister is going to be putting together a list of what's needed. And you're working on that now, correct? Okay. Oh, you have? Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. And once that's done, we'll try to get that funding to Carrie as well. And one final thanks to all of the Partners Foundation Board of Directors. I couldn't do this without you guys. You're such a special group of people. Also, a very special thank you to Josh Smith, one of our board of directors. He's our financial guru. He is also tremendous help in doing the meticulous accounting. So thank you, Josh. And also to Ameriprise Financial for their help in completing this work. So thank you very much.
Excellent. That is wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much to the Partners for Excellence Foundation for helping support all these initiatives and projects and things that we've been working on for so long. That it really helps so much. And thank you to the community for supporting your efforts.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to consent items, our minutes from October 10th, 2023 and October 14th, 2023. Has everyone gotten a chance to read over those, make sure they're accurate? Okay, our bills and petty cash reports from October. Everyone got a chance to look at those? Our student activities, it looks like we've got a couple more that have come in that look like some wonderful opportunities. Our choir going on a...
We do have one that I need to, you had it in your packet, it was on your board docs, but it has been declined at this point.
Okay.
And you can read at the bottom and see that it is due to a lack of chaperones.
Oh,
Okay, so just so.
okay. All right. And use of school facilities, do we have any of those? All right, do I have a motion to approve the consent items?
I make the motion that the consent items presented be approved.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes, thank you. All right, our information items. Reports, requests, and/or comments by students, school personnel, and/or the public. This part of the meeting is reserved for public comments regarding items on our agenda or in regards to Rapid City Schools. It is your opportunity to address the board. You are requested to keep your comments polite and courteous. Speakers are asked to express themselves in a civil manner with due respect of the dignity and privacy of others who may be affected by your comments. Speakers should be aware that they may be held legally responsible if they make statements that violate the legal rights of others. For example, if statements are made that are defamatory or threatening. Complaints about specific school personnel are best addressed to school administration, who will address those concerns as appropriated through existing board complaint procedures. Please remember that you cannot mention specific student names during public comments. Comments likely to disrupt the board's work or prompt a breach of peace are prohibited, and the speaker will be called out of order by the board chair. Please remember that debate during public comments is prohibited. For the record, please state your name and address. Public comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker at board meetings. If anyone wishes to make comments, please come to the podium at this time. Our first is Ms. Bella Calfee.
Good evening and happy Election Day for all those who celebrate as excitedly as I do. So for those who don't know me, I'm Bella Calfee, 8197 7th Street. This year I'm serving as the SCA president for Radford High School, very proudly. And before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge what a fantastic year it's been so far for the Bobcats. My goodness. Our football team and our marching band are undefeated. And the theater is in process of 2 wonderful productions, as always. Our cross-country and volleyball team have been very successful. Basketball's starting up, and many other groups have enjoyed such success as well. Here at Radford, we enjoy a number of world-class teachers, staff, artists, athletes, students. However, we've also gained a world-class interim superintendent recently. And recently I had a meeting with our senior class representatives. And during this meeting, we had a discussion on the school year thus far, naming many of the aforementioned accomplishments. However, one thing remained consistent, and we wanted to bring it to the attention of the board. That one constant was the support, kindness, and consistency of Dr. Collins. He has shown up to each and every game, student event, practice, and even rehearsals, from our arts to our athletics and everything in between. Since the summer months he arrived to now, he has truly been the administrator we all could have hoped and prayed for. In fact, the first time I met Dr. Collins, I mentioned that our football atmosphere is completely unparalleled, to which he responded, "I already have my Bobcat hat and I will be there." He is known to stop in the halls and ask us how we're doing in our classes, about our college searches, and how life is just in general, and making time for us to share and ask for advice. He shows his deep devotion and care, showcasing his attention to the words scrolled on the walls in this very room, excellence in education, every student, every day. The senior class wanted to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Collins and let him know just how much attending those games and events, asking about our day and assisting us in our college research has truly touched us. Not one of those attendances have gone unnoticed, I assure you. I have never seen our Bobcats so excited and so united. Those seemingly small gestures have made a large impact on the student body at Radford High School. From our freshman year in 2020 until now, there wasn't much we could rely on, but we have realized very quickly that we could also rely on Dr. Collins. I've had a multitude of students ask me throughout this year in SCA and outside of it if there was any way we could possibly convince him to stay. All of this to say, Dr. Collins, you have touched so many lives in such a short amount of time. The seniors, as well as our entire school system, will certainly be sad to see you go. As a lifelong Bobcat, I have not felt our schools this united in a very long time. It warms my heart to see our Bobcats come together again, and in a very large part, we have you to thank. Thank you for bringing your Y to RCPS when we needed it the most.
You're good. You can finish up.
Okay, cool. No matter what, we can always agree that Bobcats are family, and we're extremely honored to welcome you. I'd like to end with a very sincere invitation. The senior class would like to formally ask you to attend our graduation in May. It just wouldn't feel complete without you.
Aw.
From the bottom of our hearts, thank you very, very much. And on a side note, as I finish this, if you're looking for a good dinner opportunity tonight, our FFA chapter would love to see you check the Roadhouse. But sincerely, thank you. It means more than we could tell you. But have a blessed night and go Bobcats.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Next, we have Margaret Rezo. Thank you.
I have written you a couple of times, so I thought it was polite to
Thank
put
you.
a
Can
name
you
with
share
your
your-
face. The only person I know is Miss Jane,
Can
who
you
I've
please
known for multiple years.
Ma'am, can you please share your address as well?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
7 2nd Avenue Extension, Radford. It's above Mr. Armentrout's field.
Okay, thank you.
Basically, the only thing else I have to say is to please always remember that there are many children of many different abilities, many different faiths, and many different interests in the school system, and they all have to be attended to. The last thing we want to see in Radford is a Stafford County Schools Board. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Thank you.
Take care, y'all.
Thank you. All right, we don't have anyone else signed up. We can move along to our report of the superintendent, please.
Yes, I would like to invite everyone to think about our budget coming up. We have a budget cycle that is beginning, and this is the time to dream big and think about what you want included in your operational budget for the future. So we will have a hearing December 12th, and those comments can be written or can be verbalized in the public hearing that we will set time aside for. So this is the beginning of this process. It's very important. So if there's a wish list item that you've been thinking about, please share it with us so that we can think about it. So if you don't think, it'll never happen, but we know as the budgets change each year, priorities change, and so this is just the beginning.
Absolutely. Great. We have our capital project update.
Absolutely,
From
Mr.
Mr.
Wirt.
Wirt.
Thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate you sharing with us our most recent update.
I don't know what to say, and coming on the tails of everybody else here. That was very nice presentations. And, oh, if you can, I'm gonna try to just talk again here. I did this last time, but seemed to do a little better.
Yeah.
I'll have to reach around the side. Carrie, can you share your microphone?
Sure.
Okay, is that good?
Yep.
And Jack Murphy was planning to be here. He is at the FFA dinner tonight. So, like I said, it's nice to see the pride and you have here. My mother went to high school here decades ago, so it's just kind of nice to be here. So, just to give a little update where we are with the projects. Which one do I
Should
hit?
be able to just should hit enter, right?
Enter. Okay. Same slide you see. It's just our stadium schedule, gym update, locker rooms, and the science rooms. Science rooms are the same pictures from 2 months ago, but since we have a few folks here talking about with the grant, you can see what we have here. Stadium is planning to kick off after the December 2nd. That's the last playoff, I guess, still. They should be coming in the week after that. So they're still pretty much on schedule. So I just talked with Andrew yesterday at the grandstand and just wanted to really show a picture. This is kind of the new bleachers will go over top of the old bleachers. Be drilling down through the existing bleachers to put in caissons, which are just concrete piers. We were talking with Dr. Collins about just the sonotube forms will be coming in. That'll be one of the first things you'll see. They may store them temporarily, and I didn't think about it. He's like, "Tell us what these are." These are just concrete forms. Just they're going to be 2 foot in diameter. That's what the bleachers. That'll be the foundation support for that. So again, just after December 2nd. The gym, we talked about the gym. The gym units are finally in. They came in mid-October, I think. That's what's sitting out behind, right around the cafeteria. The 2 large units, those are the ones that will be going into the high school, into the gymnasium. The outside units on the right-hand picture, they're already in place, just waiting to kick that off. Planning after March 24 after basketball, is that right, Mr. Keister? And so that's Yep, so that's what Extreme Construction is planning on. And just some of the electrical, I don't think about these things. Dr. Collins said, you know, tell a little bit what you see out there. If you saw the big trench back in the summer, we had to put new power in, power upgrades just for the additional cooling with the gymnasium and the locker rooms. So that's what you see, the electrical panel on the left of that, well, left-hand picture is the panel at the gym. On the right hand, you see an electrical panel to the left of the building. So that's what that was for.
I think what people forget about is how old some of this infrastructure
Yes.
is and how long it took us to get these panels on site and then had to install them to upgrade the power to the new renovation. And so just the backbone of all of this structure is important. And I think
That's
in
right.
talking about that, when people see this, that's what it is.
That's right. You know, in construction, you see, for the longest time, you don't see a lot of progress when the infrastructure is going in. It's like the last 5% when you really see progress. But this is essential to the project. Locker rooms, the second floor of the girls' locker room is pretty much complete, other than starting up the HVAC units. I'm not sure, are they using that? Travis?
We started using it a little bit towards the volleyball season for the
Okay.
team to get dressed in there.
Okay,
And then the PE classroom, we're getting to start to use it here soon.
okay, because I didn't realize they were when I took the picture, and they said, no, I think they're using it some, so hope folks are liking it. Just another, the second floor, the bathroom's got a makeover. And then on the right-hand side, those are the air conditioning units, or HVAC units for the locker rooms, and then the large unit on the ground is the other side of the gymnasium for the condensing unit. So it is a lot of infrastructure, and they're good quality units too. So hopefully they'll be usable for decades to come. First floor, the boys' locker room, it's gaining ground. It's actually coming along pretty good on finishes. There's still electrical work, a little bit to get things up and running. And then the lockers, which Mr. Keister took care of, they're in place. I think they have a few issues they had to work with. And then the showers and the bathrooms there are coming along. On the right, the showers, they're custom making stainless plates for those covers right now. So, and then these are the same pictures we had last time, but if anyone hasn't seen it, it's just nice to see the classes going. And so, any questions? Hope I didn't go through too quickly. And
Anyone have questions?
No?
Sounds like everything's to plan.
it's doing well. It's honestly doing well. So I'm glad to see it. I know you are. So.
Great.
Okay.
We're good.
Well,
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your. All right.
All right. Have an enrollment report for us.
You have that on the screen?
Thinking.
Wait time. Oh, wait time. So as you'll see, we are continuing to grow. I think we have 3 students on tap for one school that I was looking at today in a report. All of our schools are at capacity. It's a really great thing. There's not a whole lot of change from your previous enrollment report, just slight. Each month we will update you, and there will be slight changes. Yes, please. So the next report, you'll see a change that Mr. Dye and I have been working on. This report is similar to what you saw in the past, but we've changed a couple of things for reporting purposes. And as soon as it comes up, you'll be able to see it. So this looks different than what you saw previously. You'll see the grade level at the top, and the shading is representative of the school. And of course, the behavior category is to the far left. And then you'll see the total. Now, so since we started a new reporting process, we included 2 months. So you should be able to see 2 months. But this is the October one. There should be another one, but if not, we can get that to them next month. But this is October. It was my intention to have 2 reports so you could compare, but perhaps they're not as easily accessible as we thought. I think what I see is our students are engaged and on task. Our teachers are working hard. From time to time, we do have student conduct issues, but we deal with them fairly quickly and in a positive manner. So I think that is that report is indicative of high quality teaching and learning going on.
Okay.
We can get September to them later, but this is as up to date as it gets.
Very good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other report from you?
No,
Do you want me to do all in spending, all in? Do you want me to talk about that?
sure. Yeah.
So we submitted our all-in spending plan to the state. We were awarded $1.9 million. That was based on the student record collection that was sent in last March. Carrie and I went round and round with the DOE feeling that the money is too much, that it's not based on accurate numbers. They'll fix it in March. So we've created a plan knowing that they'll probably take some money back.
Okay.
But most of the money is going to tutoring, it's going to math. Let me back up a minute. The all-in program is basically geared toward 3rd to 8th grade. That's what it's initially, was what it was initially built on for high dosage tutoring. But there is flexibility with it, so we are looking at doing some tutoring at the primary level as well.
Mm-hmm.
We also have another grant called the Community Schools Grant that provides tutoring to middle and high school. So with both of those grants, we feel like we can do sufficient tutoring for anybody who needs it for this year, next year, and if the money stays the same for a 3rd year. We also are going to get math paraprofessionals for the elementary schools, 1 at McCarg, 3 at Bellheath, and 1 at Dalton, to assist with math instruction. And then we're also going to look at summer school and some stipends for data review. And that's part of the first part of the grant, which was tutoring learning acceleration with a focus on grades 3 through 8. The second part of the grant is actually focused on the Virginia Literacy Act. We're spending almost $100,000 there, actually over $100,000, and going to employ a part-time reading specialist at Dalton Intermediate for 3 years. So that's where we're putting all of that. And then the last one is on chronic absenteeism, and we're wanting to hire a home and school coordinator with an emphasis on truancy. The other money you'll see in this report goes to the virtual school. So part of our money had to be split with the virtual school, and thanks to Carrie's help, we came up with those figures and gave them, and we worked with them to create the plan. It was approved yesterday, and I sent it out to the staff today. You might have even seen that email. That's it.
So just a quick primer, all-in planning is one-time funding over a couple of years with the budget focus on recovery from COVID and focus on making sure students attend school all day, every day, and focus on high-quality tutoring and opportunities that we think we can use to our advantage to enhance learning for all. So we know that getting tutors from our own team will be challenging, but we have lots of great educators, and they will be paid well for this. Now, I think sometimes that was missing in the past, not specifically here, but across Virginia. When you ask people to do things, you really need to compensate them, and in this case, we can. And I'm excited about this position of a homeschool coordinator with a focus on truancy. We have an approach now where we're using existing staff to use the court action to our advantage when we have students and families sometimes who are not as cooperative in attending school every day, all day like we want. So that's a new position that'll be posted, and we hope to have that filled as soon as possible. We're excited about this opportunity because often you don't get new money for specific purposes outside of your normal budget. So I'm happy to elaborate further should you need it, but it's pretty straightforward. If it says anything, we submitted ours and got approval the same day.
Oh, wow.
And that's unusual. So
Yeah.
I think our plan is solid, it's simple, and impactful.
Excellent. Thank you for the work on that.
I've heard other plans taking 5 to 7 days to get approved, and so that's all a good sign, I think. I think half of the school divisions in the state have submitted their plan. So we're in that half now that's not only submitted, but it's approved.
Excellent. You have any questions?
These are funded for 2 years?
You can fund them for 3. It's how long your money lasts.
Okay.
Up to 3, I think, is the way it's written.
So they'll give us the sum out of the gates, and then you have to
Okay. So
manage
it's
the
one
money.
lump
Yes.
sum. Like the homeschool coordinator, I'm assuming that's a central office position.
That's wherever we need it to be, not
Serving all
necessarily
schools.
serving all
Yeah,
schools.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah. A
where it
district
come out.
position,
Right.
yes.
And I will shout out to Region 7. They were very cooperative as far as regional approaches. We were able to look at numerous examples of other divisions and how they were using their funds, and we chose to put our funds where we thought it would have the biggest impact.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Any other report of the superintendent?
I think that's it.
All right. Reports of board members. Does anyone have any new business to share?
Just a quick note, tagging along the comment that was made earlier. At this point in time, and Mr. Keister, correct me if I'm wrong, we've seen performance undefeated on the Radford High School Bobcat football team that we have not seen since 1986. So if you have the chance, if you have the opportunity, if you don't, please try and make it. Come out Friday. They're going to be playing James River.
At Bobcat Stadium.
At Bobcat Stadium, despite things that have been said, at Bobcat Stadium. And I was at the in-season game when we played James River, and we just rolled them. So come out, support them, be part of new history in the making there, because we have a wonderful team, wonderful staff that's supporting them, amazing parents and folks helping out there, the boosters. Also, undefeated for the season, the Radford High School Regiment Marching Band. Oh my goodness. I can't remember a time ever that both sides of that performance has gone undefeated for a season. If you're not aware, because I'm a proud band dad, 19 first place trophies this season, 4 second place trophies, 1 third place trophy, 3 out of 4 performances they were band of the day, recognized by the public, and 4 out of 4 they actually took the best in class championship. So my heavens. And these are athletes and students who oftentimes are performing on Friday night in the stadium, roll around Saturday morning, load up, and off they go to a competition. And there's a reason they're the best band in the land. So we should all have a great deal of pride with that. And I see them all the way down from the little ones that are the junior Bobcats in regiment and training, all the way up to those of us who are like Done this since the 90s. I'm getting tired. But big thank you to everyone involved in that. It truly does take the entire community, and we see it. Mr. Frankenberger shared today that the enthusiasm and the best attendance in a decade for these events. So thank you all to everybody, and thank you for what you're doing. Come out and see him again Friday. It's supposed to be in the 40s and a 60% chance of rain, but I promise you the team's going to be there, and so will the band. So.
We good? And I'll share, our superintendent search is rolling right along. Applications are coming in. And so, folks out there in YouTube land who are listening are considering applying, please do. Applications will be taken in most of the rest of this month, so take that Thanksgiving break and put the finishing touches on those applications. We're really looking forward to having a wonderful applicant pool to choose from. So, anything else? Come watch Legally Blonde Junior this weekend. It's got 2 performances on Saturday at 2 and 7 p.m. and then again at 2 p.m. on Sunday. And I know that there's a pancake breakfast for swim this Saturday morning. We've got the FFA dinner going on right now. There's so much going on, and it will just keep going on. So, yes, absolutely. Support our Bobcats in all areas. All right. Can we move on to our action items?
Wow, not many times do you get to talk about this, so I'm going to be a little more excited than I normally am. With the conclusion of the budget and the governor and the General Assembly this past year, they went into overtime and it took longer than expected, but within that, they provided some money for SOQ funded positions for a 2% raise. And so Carrie and I've been working, I don't know, a month now, almost a month. We've been talking about it 2 months, but we've been working on it really hard for the last month, and we have been able to come up with a plan using a combination of funds to give all full-time employees a 2% raise effective January 1st. So Carrie, would you like to add to that?
Just that we do have that money in budget. It's going to be probably about $310,000 to do what we propose. And the money is there.
And of course, the state always gives you money for SOQ funded positions, and the others we're using a combination of funds, and so we're real excited to.
And again, all
full-time employees. All full-time employees. And so we would like your blessing with that, and it's just a small thank you here at Thanksgiving for a job well done this school year, and we are very appreciative of our employees, and this is just one way we can help them understand that we appreciate them.
All right, does anyone have any questions? All right, do I have a motion to approve the employee raise? Do I need to be any more specific than that? The employee raise as stated?
That's fine.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the employee raise as stated?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for working
And
on that. This
to our
is
employees.
excellent. Any other action items? No? All right. We need to go into a closed meeting. Dr. Ray, can you send us there?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we go into closed session under Virginia Statute 2.2-3711 for purpose A. Public bodies may hold closed sessions for the following purposes. Purpose 1, discussion, consideration, or interviews of prospective candidates for employment, assignment, appointment, promotion, performance, demotion, salaries, disciplining, or resignation of specific public officers, appointees, or employees of any public body, and evaluation of performance of departments or schools of public institutions of higher education, where such evaluation will necessarily involve discussion of the performance of specific individuals. Any teacher shall be permitted to present during a closed meeting in which there is a discussion or consideration of a disciplinary matter that involves the teacher and some student, and the student involved in the matter is present, provided the teacher makes a written request to be present to the presiding officer of the appropriate board. And I make a motion that we go into closed session under reason number 4, the protection of the privacy of individuals and personal matters not related to public business.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are in closed session. have a motion to convene in regular session? Have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Dr. Ray, can you please certify our closed meeting?
Yeah, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we certify closed session under reason number 1.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And Madam Chair, I would like to make a motion that we certify closed session under reason number 4.
A motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. All right, we have Personnel Matter 1.0. Do I have a motion to approve the personnel matters for 1.0?
I make the motion that we approve the personnel matters, excuse me.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. And that was it.
That's it.
All right. Our next regular board meeting is December 12th, 2023 at 6 p.m. here in this building. Next week, Ms. Swing and I will be going to the Williamsburg, Virginia School Board Association Convention. And I think we may